Alright, evening everyone. I want to talk about a film I watched the other day, quite out of the blue. Literally blew my mind away. It was absolutely fantastic. And it was just mostly for the stuff I've been researching about for 2 years now. The Saturn stuff and your 369 path connection, your kabbalistic tree, the Saturn, moon and the earth. And how this stuff is ancient. It's been, you know, spoke about in biblical texts. It's in lots of different formats and symbolism, and especially in movies. And this movie is right on it, right on it. So you've got your introduction here, where you've got the sun rising out of the abyss, if you'd like to see, yeah. And its main protagonist is a scientist who's basically working on new fields of energy or new forms of energy, and they've got all set up bases around the earth and basically working out new ways of fossil-free forms of energy, which on the from the outset sounds good, doesn't it? You know, it sounds like it's a positive thing, but no, it goes wrong, and it goes wrong big time. Basically, it's a little reference to this hadron collider that CERN carry on. Remember, this was wrote in the 80s, so they've been known about this for a while. Anyway, let's moving forward. There's some little code here, which as it starts, he wakes up and it's 12 minutes past 6, of course. There's your 6 and there's your 1 and your 2. The 1 and 1 plus 2 equals 3, doesn't it? But if you add that together, you've got 6 and 12, which would equal 18. 18, 1 plus 8 equals 9. So you've got your 3, 6 and 9 within that little code there. So the guy wakes up, he's on his own. There's no one on the earth left. It's a sort of a rapture. Everyone's fucked off, yeah? There's no one around anywhere. So he's stumbling around, he's wondering what the hell's going on, and he's trying to get in contact with people. Obviously he has a bit of fun, as you would. If there's no one around, you can basically do what you want, but it's going to be very lonely, consequently. So what he does is he goes to a billboard, and he starts to see if anyone's walked past, or if there's anyone still there. He's wrote a note on it, but I started seeing the code, because this is how my brain works. So as you got your 1, your 5, cast out the 9s, and you've got 6, and then you've got, if your Z's in the way there, you've got your 3, 6, 9 there again. There'll probably be more in there. I mean, Hobbes is a word which is used in a couple of movies. It's another name for the devil, I think, Hobbes End, which was used in Quatermass and the Pit. But yeah, that was another one I noticed. Anyway, eventually he finds this lass, and I thought, well, this is interesting. She's got the red hair, yeah. Now the red hair, the Phoenician, the Scarlet Woman, or the Whore of Babylon, yeah, used in many films. Always going to be the red hair, yeah. But it represents the Whore of Babylon and the remember the lady in red in the Matrix, this kind of stuff. Always the same character, yeah. There's a million different ways to tell the same story, of course. So he meets her, and he's necking on with her, obviously, and then eventually they find another guy. And of course, her being the Whore of Babylon, she likes both of them. She starts shagging both of them and all that, and the other guy's a bit, well, he appears bad at first, but he ends up being sort of alright. And moving forward, he ends up, well, this is a scene before he met the lass. He goes into a church and he's shooting up a statue of Christ and that. So you've got your rejection of God, yeah, or rejection of Christ, which is quite symbolic as well, I thought. So he's with her and everything's going forward, and trying to work out what's going down. And anyway, he works out that this event that happened because of this science gone mad thing, yeah, it's going to happen again, and it's going to go round in a circle, and it's going to happen again, and they don't quite know why it'll happen again and what the outcome will be. But I think they've worked out that well, I'm going to spoil too much if I give you too many things, but they have to make it stop anyway. So he goes back to the laboratory, crashes into it, creates an event, and then remember I was saying with the sun rising at the end? Well, at the end, the credits roll, and this starts to happen. And this big stinker, as the credits are rolling, that starts to move up. Now, symbolically, I was thinking that, this is my interpretation anyway. You got the sun rising from the sea at the start, which could be your son of Christ, by son of God, which would be Christ, yeah? And Christ, I mean, not sure if I believe it myself, but a lot of the zeitgeist carry on, and they think that the sun is metaphorical of Christ, yeah? It's the son of God. So you've got your Christian period, and then we've got the rejection of Christ, and we've got the purgatory that he's in. And as he dies, he wakes up and he's in a new purgatory, which will be a moon, or Titan, I believe. And he starts to see this rise. Now, of course, you've got your Saturn, which would be connected with Satan. I've spoken about that before. It's also time, Chronos. And it's also got your loops. You're going around in loops because this event keeps happening. So it's a fantastic science fiction film, absolutely enriched in symbolism. And of course, this is as it's rising. I mean, the song being playing in the background, the score and the composition was actually called Saturn Rising, yeah? So I think what they're talking about when it's rising is they're talking about the return to the golden age of Saturn, which is what this New World Order stuff is. It's the golden age. It's your new Earth, basically. And that's what I made from it. But plenty of stuff going on with it, and I'd recommend you pick it up. I mean, it's blow your mind away, this stuff. A little movie unheard of, basically. Absolutely class. Yeah, give it a go. See what you make of it. See if you spot things that I've missed. But that's just a brief little thing on it anyway. There's a lot more I could go into depth about, but I'll have to do a full and proper second view to get the full analysis. But it's one of them films where it's like left open interpretation. It's a cleverly done film. Check it out. Bye.